I am being blinded by the light right now. I have no idea if you can see me right now at all. I have no idea if this is going to work. I'm probably going to get wrecked today. A bunch of things that I'm doing that are just foolhardy and dumb, but I'm going to do them anyway. I haven't ridden for a little over a week. Last time was in Sparwood, and then I broke my dropper post, or it broke, whatever. And then I had to get that fixed, but they don't have the part they need, so I have a fixed post right now. I haven't ridden with a fixed post since last year when the same thing happened, and I don't remember how long I had that for, but so that's a thing. I don't have pads on and I'm doing a new trail, and that's usually not what I do. It's usually not how I roll when I do new trails. I usually wear pads because I don't know what I'm going to encounter. I'm also doing a night ride. I've only done a night ride once ever before, and it was double bogey, which I was very familiar with. So other thing was that in that night ride, I just had my bike light that was on my handlebars. This time I am using a headlamp that I bought for camping last year, also with the intention of, I knew that this headlamp would work for my helmet. So it seems to work fine. However, the battery's almost dead, so I don't know how long that'll last. And yeah, I'm doing a dog park trail. I'm at Scenic Dog Park, and the reason I'm doing this night ride is because I don't want to do the trail while there's dogs here. This is the dog park. I do want to kind of try this trail though. So I was originally going to come when the sun was setting, and then I got here just a little bit late and missed that window. And I'm here now, and I'm going to do my best. New trail in the dark, no pads, headlamp I've never used for biking before, almost dead. Let's give it a shot and hope I don't get wrecked. Let's get it. Again, being able to raise my seat post, I think I would have been able to, I don't know, but I'll never know now if I'd be able to make this climb. Oh, which way do I go? Down here or down here? There's another problem with doing a night ride on an unfamiliar trail. When there's a fork in the road, I don't know which way to go. Oh, now there's another fork in the road? Come on. Just gotta go down, I guess. This is silly. I got a great tip for you. Don't do this. Don't night ride trails that aren't even trails when you've never done them before. From walking Ren here, I have seen this, and that's what enticed me to give it a shot, but I haven't seen the whole thing and how it plays out. I haven't mapped it out. Man, this is silly. Really silly. However, I do know where I am now. I'm curious if there are other routes I could have gone that would have lengthened the ride. I know there's other routes I could have gone, period, because I could have taken a right sooner. But yeah, we'll keep you around for this little adventure. Or maybe I'll put this in the vlog and you're not even seeing this right now. Or maybe I'm wrapping this part up. I don't know what I'm doing, quite obviously. To tell you the truth, I guess this is just going to be in the vlog. I don't see much of a point in putting this as a raw ride because I don't even know if you can see anything with that camera angle, and I don't know, it just doesn't seem worth it. It doesn't seem like a trail. I don't know if I would do it again. It's a nice little connector type trail, I guess, but I think I'm just gonna go, like, this is Coulee Club connector we're on right now, and I think I'm just gonna finish this off and do the Coulee Club climb. I've actually, oh my goodness, pedal catcher. I've actually never, I wonder if my bike light angle, oh my goodness. I've never gone this way, is what I was about to say. There's a mosquito or some gross thing flies in my mouth. What a trip. I've never gone this way on Coulee Club connector before. I've always been headed the other direction. So having to go down is different and interesting, and I don't have to make that climb that I sometimes still can't successfully make. Now it's a descent, and a steep one, and a bumpy one, and a loose one, if my memory serves correctly. And I've never done it as a descent, so let's do it in the dark. Why not? Why not? Oh my goodness. I'm not used to having to pedal on this thing, so I didn't know there were pedal catchers, because usually I'd be going downhill with no reason to pedal. Wow. Man, if I ever tell you that I got a bright idea, run the other way, you know? Because this is not a bright idea, despite the headlamps. Okay, here we are. We're just gonna give her a shot. Whew. Oh, that's not bad. I thought that was gonna be much worse to go down. That was nothing. Okay, so here we are, our journey's end. Hope you enjoyed me putting my life in my hands. What do we want to call that? I don't think this is a good example of doing dangerous things safely. Maybe it's just doing dangerous things dumbly. Is that what we can call it? Need to put my seat post back up for the climb. Well, that's I guess another episode of John's playing with his life again. And we might see you on another time. We might not. I might get picked up by aliens right now, and you'll never see this footage. So keep it real, my friends. Well, looks like the saga has come to a close with the package, the painting that someone who purchased it on Etsy tried to scam me for. In case you haven't watched other vlogs where I talked about this, basically someone purchased this painting and this one here together, and then they said they never received the package. I confirmed with their local post office that it had been sitting there waiting for them, and they'd received 2 delivery notices, and then that the customer ended up calling the post office to tell them to put it on hold, but in the meantime they're telling me they never got it and they wanted a full refund. So then it was returned to me, but it was returned damaged because the way that I packaged it wasn't the way that it came back, so all the corners were scuffed like this, and that's not what you want in a painting. So and I just, yeah, Canada Post finally has come to a compromise and is giving me half the value of this, because what they originally wanted was to give me the full $200 that the painting is worth, but I had to return the painting to them. And I'm like, that makes sense when you're returning a product that's been damaged if it is electronic or something like that. Like, obviously it's damaged, I can't use it. And I know that they have measures put in place so that people aren't going to scam them by saying, oh yeah, it's defective, but I'm going to keep it. Like, there's no reason to keep it. However, this is a painting. I can repurpose some of this. I can't sell it as is, but I could take the canvas off, repurpose the frame. I could try to repurpose the canvas. There are some things I can do. I can't fix the scuffs, so I can't sell this as is. But anyway, I settled with them and they compromised to pay for half the painting and the postage rather than just pay the full painting out, because I was like, look, I don't want to give it back. That's silly. Yeah, so that's the resolution there. I mean, we'll see what actually happens, but I'm going to start repurposing this right now and see where it goes. It's really hard to take a picture of this piece because of all the black and it's shiny. So the pictures that I have of this piece previously are really crappy and garbage. I tried so hard to take good pictures in the gallery, but it's rough to see all these little nuances of color. It's really difficult to do, and there was so much glare from the light on this black. The thing is, this has a finish on it already too, so I don't know. It's going to be, I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. I really like the painting, or liked the painting, but I was happy that someone bought it, and then things happened, and now here we are, and that's that. I painted this just yesterday. This was the piece that I got back from the post office, and I painted over that. And then this is going to be a scene from the movie Heat. I don't know, I've got this thing going on, I've got this thing, I've got that back there. I have a lot of stuff that has been started and not finished. So, then again, I mean, that one's done. That was just in one sitting done. But yeah, I've got some other things to work on. So, anyway, wrapping up the vlog. The only other video this week is a conversation about Shakespeare in the Park at Galt Gardens, which happened like 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I just didn't talk about it, but it inspired a lot of questions and reflection about city space and homelessness and intrusion and things like that. So that's up there. And I think there's a raw ride. I haven't edited it yet. And if it's too bouncy, then I won't. So at the time of me recording this outro, I don't know. I think it's good enough, but I haven't looked at the footage yet. Because it's just the chesty and the thing, it was just bouncing all over the place and whatever. And that would be of Magic Touch variant, which I like doing better than Magic Touch because it has the best parts of Magic Touch and then adds a little more cool stuff rather than just getting into the grass and that's it. Anyway, that's it for the vlog this week, and we'll see you at another time. I already did the outro to the vlog, but I guess new outro. Maybe I'll just do a whole new outro. I did it at the studio, but the reason I needed to re-record it was because one of the things I said in the outro just didn't pan out. So other videos this week, I had a conversation that was after a ride, and while I was riding, it was after the trail on the commute home, and it was about Shakespeare in the park at Galt Gardens and that whole experience, and that brought up a lot of social or conversations about social issues and like reflections on homelessness and how we use city space and things like that. And here's the thing, I recorded a ride this week for Magic Touch variant, and I couldn't use it. The chesty, I've only used it once before, and it was with like the new chesty that I have, which feels way more secure and nice. I've only used it once before, and that was with the old GoPro, which is a lot lighter and smaller. And the cool thing is that on the chesty, there's like an arm that you have to use like a screwdriver to like move it, so you can move it further out. What I wasn't thinking of, because then I, like, last time I was like, yeah, that footage was okay, whatever, like, that angle was okay, I'm going to move the arm further out. So using it with this camera, the new GoPro, for the first time, I moved the arm out a bit before I left, and I didn't realize until I was like a block away that I was like, man, this is bouncing around all over the place, because just physics, and I'm not a Scientologist, so like I don't understand physics. I mean, I do with some things, and that should have been an obvious one. I should have just, yeah, I understood it once I left. I just wasn't thinking about it before I left. That the weight of this camera and like the arm being further out, that the further out it was, the less stable it would be. And it was just like, when I was pedaling, it was just doing this. And I was like, frick, and I couldn't fix it unless I went back home, and it had taken me so long to leave the house because of a whole bunch of other events. And then, so I was like, hey, I'll ride, and I'll see what happens. I'm not going to pedal a lot on that trail anyway. And I was just looking at the footage now, like I was just editing, and it's unusable. So I can't put up that raw ride, I got to do it again. Try a different angle again, and if not, I might have to revert back to the old chesty. There's also just a ton of noise from, like, because this camera is so, like, the mic is so sensitive in a different way because of where it's placed, that I'm still getting a lot of this weird rub, and I just need to be more careful with where I'm putting my fingers even while I'm holding it, like now, and I'm not used to that. But yeah, I had a raw ride that was recorded, and it was, the ride itself was good, but it was just unusable footage. It was just bouncing around everywhere, and it was really not good. So anyway, I don't know if I'm keeping parts of the other outro and this, because I don't remember what else I said in the first one, but I think that's it, and I'll see you later. Or I'll see you on another time. I think that's what I say. I don't know what's happening anymore.